Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Oh, he's got a chance. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Handoff from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Lopez to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Power football with the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Randall. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are marching down the field. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Lopez wants to fire. Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I'd argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Lopez to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Lopez wants to fire. Here comes the heat. Floating away. Did the work himself. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. A full dive to haul that one in.
And what a fantastic effort on that catch. That looked to me like it was just going to be a long incompletion, but how about stretching out, corralling the football, and this offense is on the move.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Working that left side now. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Pulls and fires complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running into the open space. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Tell you what, that regain really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Gives it on the option. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Clemson set up with another first down. Handoff to the single running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Klubnik. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield. It's random. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Lopez to pass. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the ground, it's Haynes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Here on 3rd down. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
24, North Carolina, 3.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Punts it out of the air. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Just get it in the pocket. Come on, be patient.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Quarterback on the keeper. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After run, now throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
And the extra point is good. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Culver. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Lopez wants to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Gauze. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. The great defensive legends would be proud.
Oh, they would be stoked. I mean, just to have a complete performance, the defensive line shutting down the run, making sure you can't get any kind of run game going, in the secondary being locked down, linebackers flying around.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here's the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them, all passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Keep pushing that, Rob. Down the field. All right, now. Let's get in that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Make it all the way.
Lopez to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Holds and fires complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Lopez wants to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10.
That makes the score Clemson 31, North Carolina 10.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Plows through the defense. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.